Hi everyone, today I'm so excited because I am joined by Aranza Mora. For those of you who don't know her, she does it all. She sings, she's a model, she's a fitness expert, but she's also on the path to broadcast media, mass communications. She's all about being on camera, and she's beautiful, but she's also smart. So thank you so much, Aranza, for joining me today. How are you?
No, thank you so much, Laura, for having me. I am so honored for this interview, and I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so excited that we were able to talk, especially during this time of quarantine where I know we are all at home or, so anxious to get out and do things, and you do so much. So, for those that are watching right now and that sometimes think like I can't do so much, how do you do all that you do? Tell us.
I try to divide my time. I try to set up a schedule where I can do everything. Before quarantine, I actually was very, very busy with school. I had an internship, and then I would go to the gym. So I would wake up at 5 in the morning every day. I did drive 2 hours to school, so I had to make time. Sometimes 2 hours because in the morning traffic is like 2 hours. So I would just have to manage my time and make sure that I was completing everything at a certain time because that's the only way that I would get through my day. So I would just say just be like have your day planned, have your whole week planned if you can, and just be consistent with it.
Love that, yes, and you're definitely consistent because it shows. And so I do want to talk a little bit about your fitness side because, like I said, you guys, she does so much. But when it comes to fitness, how did you go? How did you make this change, and how long did it take? Because so many of us, want those abs or want those arms, those toned, lean arms, and sometimes we think that it's going to happen, from night to day, and it's not. So talk to us a little bit about your fitness journey and what are some of the challenges that you've had to face?
So I started off in 2017, so 3 years ago. I was dealing with a heartbreak. I was going through a heartbreak, so I was a little, going through a depression, going through a hard time. So I told myself, okay, it's time to work on myself. It's time to motivate myself to bring new positive changes. So I started to work out. Now, I had no idea how to work out. I literally didn't even know how to probably hold a squat rack or anything like that. So I had a friend who was a trainer, and he was a classmate too. So he was like, why don't you hop in and work out with me? And I was like, okay. So I started working out with him, and he taught me so much. And I started off just going by myself and searching my own workouts and finding out what I actually liked. I know ladies love like the legs and the glutes. So I kind of focused on that a little bit more. I started feeling better, not only feeling better on the outside, but on the inside as well. And it just started becoming a lifestyle. I probably wasn't crazy to see results right away because I knew that I was going to reach my goal. Like I know that every day that I would wake up and go, I'd be like, okay, well, it's getting closer to achieve my dream, right? So I just started going every day, and it started, like I said, it started becoming a lifestyle to the point where I started seeing results, and I became a little bit addicted, and I was like, okay, I like this, I feel better. And it just started to show, not even like I said, physically, but on the inside I was a much happier person.
I love that. That's so amazing because yes, that's what fitness can do. I started kickboxing maybe like 4 years ago, and since day one, I knew it was something that I wanted to keep doing. And I think that for so many of us, sometimes life gets in the way of those passions. So it's beautiful that you've made it a part of your lifestyle, that it's not something that you feel like, oh, I have to do, you love to do. So you add it into your calendar.
That's right. And a lot of people think like, oh, I'm just too lazy to go, or I don't have time. There's time if you want it. It's how much you want it. Actually want to point out that it was very difficult for me to gain weight. And it's always been a struggle since I was very young. So that was more of a, I wouldn't say trauma, but it was more that bothered me because I was very, very skinny. Like I am still lean, but I was much skinnier, and it was a little harder for me. But I felt that, you can't change your whole body, but you can make small positive changes. And as long as that's working for you, that should be something good.
Yeah, no, of course. And we see it, I see it in all your pictures, and I hope that everyone who's watching this will also go and follow you and see it and just be motivated by you, especially because you're so young and you have your focus, you know, you're so centered on what you want, and I really love that. And what would you say to people that sometimes say that you can't be beautiful and smart at the same time? Because I like people don't say it as much anymore, but I still feel like people don't like it when someone is smart and beautiful. And I think you can be both. And I think you're a great example of this because you know what you want, you are going after it, you go to school, you know, you have your education, and at the same time, you have your passion, which is fitness, singing, modeling. And I love that. So, what do you say to those people?
So a lot of people have like a stigma, like you said, that you can't be beautiful or smart at the same time. I personally think that everybody has a beautiful side. For me, personality, being charismatic is everything. I've met people that are beautiful physically, but once I start talking to them and I don't see that charisma, I don't see that personality, my whole mood for them changes, right? So I always tell myself, okay, beauty isn't everything. So how am I going to get the job I want? How am I going to pursue something I want if, my brain isn't, as smart, I would say, as it should be. So I started focusing more on my education as well. I think a lot of influencers nowadays don't show that side. They just show, their body, their image, but they don't show that girls actually can be empowering by not only by their looks, but for their brain. So I always like to motivate people with that and let them know that they can be the best version of themselves, whether it's physically, but also try to be the best version of yourself mentally. To me, that's very important, and I think that should be implied more to empower women.
Of course, yeah. And I mean, I think we all have our own definition of beautiful. Be, like you said, the best version of yourself, and of course, be smart at the same time, study, go to school, be better. And I wish that I could ask you to sing for us, but for those of you who want to hear her sing, she has a beautiful voice, so you guys can go follow her. Thank you so much, Aranza. I really appreciate your time. Anything else you want to share?
I just want to let everybody know to remember to be confident and to keep striving for your dreams. Don't give up, and you will start seeing results.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time and for having me in this amazing interview.
Thank you. Thank you so much.